Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. Guys, before we get started on our Barcelona news roundup, and we talk about Xavi, and then we talk a little bit about Javier Tebas and the Negreira case. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Follow us on TikTok, on Twitter, and on Instagram. We also have videos on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well on Twitch if you guys want to go and check that out. But guys, let's get straight into the news of today. Just in, FC Barcelona have reached an agreement to renew Xavi's contract for one more season until 2025. His salary will be doubled, and this is reported by Luis Rojo, a Spanish journalist who works for Marca. But guys, also to note that the salary increase was not only is not only for Xavi, but it's also for Xavi's staff, and it makes sense because um, the coaching staff who manage the team, it's not only the manager. You have the medical staff, you have the training, the training staff, the goalkeeper, trainer, everything, the assistant coach. That there's a lot of staff that go into a team basically. But it seems that Xavi is going to be renewing his contract until 2025. And the question I wanted to pose to you guys is: does Xavi deserve a new contract? Because I'm a little bit torn on the situation. One, because I think Xavi has done well with what he's had, and second, which is like the other side of the coin, is that at the same time, I don't think that Barcelona have done well enough for him to deserve that contract. It's a little bit conflicting. I know at times it doesn't make sense, but hear me out. Xavi came in basically in 2021 and after Koeman was sacked, and we had that group stage. When we lost against Bayern, and this was like the first year we went into Europa. Um, and then we went to Europe and we got knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt at home. And I feel like that whole scenario, I understand why Barcelona were knocked out of the Champions League, because like Xavi couldn't have done anything. Maybe that game against Benfica at home, we could have done a lot better. We could have gotten points there. Just at the same time, I don't think that we would have qualified for the Champions League even then, just because it was looking very, very grim. But definitely, I think last year it's a little bit of a struggle, because when you look at that Inter game at home and the game against both Inter games, and then when you look at the games against Bayern, maybe not in the first leg. Xavi did well, because I wouldn't really blame that on Xavi, but just the way that everything happened in the Champions League, it leaves much to be desired. And then especially when you look at the Europa League and how we went out then uh, that sends us some alarming signs, because like, hey, like, we haven't improved in the European scene at all, and that's one of the things that Barcelona want to do. We want to go out and we want to improve in Europe, and this is why we also brought in Xavi. But at the same time, even though we haven't done well in Europe, Xavi has still managed to win La Liga in his first full season, and by a very convincing margin, knowing that at the start of the season we had tons of players injured, either that be whether Real Madrid were weak, or the league in general, or weak. You can either praise Xavi, or you can discredit him. But at the same time, Xavi did win the league, and so I'm a little. As I said, I'm conflicted, because when you look at it, I don't think that he deserves um, a new contract. But at the same time, I understand it. That's my stance on the whole situation. At times, Barcelona's play hasn't been convincing. It just hasn't. We struggle to control games. We're not playing some free flowing attacking football. Like, it's funny enough that Xavi actually reminds me of Diego Simeone, the way Barcelona is defensive, how Barcelona go for those 1-0 wins. They make it difficult for opponents. They're very high, the high intensity, high pressing. And when you look at the our attacking play, it's nowhere near the level that we need at Barcelona. But on the other hand, Xavi has said that we do need to play better, and we do need better attacking play. And so I'm glad that Xavi has recognized that we do need to do better. Just it's up to be decided if he can actually do it. But guys, let me know your thoughts on Xavi's renewal. He's set to renewing with the club until 2025. Would you guys? Do you guys are you guys in agreement of his renewal, or would you have guys have liked for him to be for that contract not to be given? And then who would you guys bring in to replace Xavi? But now, guys, we're gonna be talking about the Negreira case. This has been a long and ongoing topic. I just wanted to give you a quick update. La Liga president Javier Tebas provided false information in the Negreira case to harm Barcelona. This false information was one of the main triggers for the case and the aggressiveness of the prosecutor's office in its complaint against Barcelona. It also had a major impact in spreading it to the rest of the media and television. This is true because when it did come out in the news, literally everyone was covering it, and everyone was already blaming Barcelona before like a trial has even taken place. We were already deemed guilty, and that's not how it works. And this is all reported by La Vanguardia. And guys, I'm gonna post the link to the article down below in the description. But guys, I want to give you like a quick summary of the article. La Liga president Javier Tebas accused of providing false evidence to harm Barcelona during the Negreira case. And what is this proof? It's a letter. Right here, according to Crónica Libre, who underwent a joint investigation with La Vanguardia, Tebas presented a letter to the prosecutor's office on the 22nd of February, which also included a handwritten note from Barcelona director Josep Contreras, who died in January. Now, in this letter, Javier Tebas reportedly noted the names Roman Abogado, Rosell, and Jose Maria, which are referenced in the letter, could refer to Sancho Rosell and Josep Maria Bartomeu, and Roman Abogado, to Roman Gomez Ponti, who was formerly responsible for the club's legal services. However, the report claims that the letter was dated 20 years ago, before Rosell and Bartomeu took the respective presidencies. And so it seems that Jose Maria Bartomeu, he basically forged this letter, accusing of Barcelona of paying the referees. Oh, guys, my apologies. I wasn't even showing you guys the article, but this is the article right here. The two paragraphs that I was reading were down over here, and this is actually the letter of that Javier Tebas provided to the to basically the prosecutor's office. But we have to see how Javier Tebas responds to the whole situation. And guys, this is nothing surprising because we do know how Javier Tebas basically despises Barcelona. He wants to see Barcelona's downfall. After all, he is a Madrid fan, and he would rather see Barcelona crumble than to see them succeed. But guys, that was it for our Barcelona news roundup of the day. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. What are your thoughts on Xavi's renewal? He is set to be renewing the club. Are you guys in agreement of that? Do you guys like it? Would you guys want a different coach? And lastly, what do you guys make of Javier Tebas basically providing false information? But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember, as always, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.